Hey guys, wanted to make a little video for you here. These are my 4 main EDH decks that I keep powered up at a high level with good cards in. And just wanted to show you the additions I made to these decks as a result of Modern Horizons 2, what I switched in and what I switched out, and just show you some of the new cards. So first off, Kalia of the Vast. So with Kalia, we added the new Sarah's Emissary as an angel. Now this mythic angel is terrific because you can essentially choose an entire card type, and you and creatures you control get protection from that type. So if you choose creatures, you can't be damaged by creatures. Your creatures can't be damaged by creatures. So that's a great option. Otherwise, if they don't have any creatures threatening you, you can always just choose instants to stop them from being able to use instant speed removal on you. But just overall, a fantastic angel to cheat in with Kalia. So we're switching out. Saphara Sky's Blade is going to come out of the deck and be replaced by Sarah's Emissary. Then the next thing we're switching in here is the Esper Sentinel. Just a fantastic cheap card, nice early game card draw for Kalia. Basically we want something that can come down really cheap and have a meaningful impact, giving you some possible extra cards. So that's going to be a great, obviously Kalia can't play blue, so this is a great Mystic Remora type or Rhystic Study type effect that she can play at 1 mana. So that's going in. And out for that, we are switching out the Opposition Agent. Just at 3 mana, I find that's a little too much for one of my cheap creatures. So then the final card that's going into Kalia is the Old Border Dam. Again, just a great board wipe, but also, board wipe at the overload. But then also Kalia can use it for the black as just a simple removal spell. And Kalia especially, doesn't want to wipe the board a lot. Nice to have one in your deck for sure, but the being able to use it as a spot removal is going to be really key, especially for her deck. So that's going in, and Toxic Deluge is coming out. So those are the 3 cards I added to Kalia. Now Yerok did not make very many changes to. So basically for Yerok, the only card I chose to add is the Timeless Witness. Again, it's just a little more expensive Eternal Witness, but it does have Eternalize, so you can basically flash it back. And so that way Yerok's going to double the enter the battlefield trigger both times, once it enters originally and as well as once you flash it back. So that should be able to net you 4 cards out of your graveyard. So just a great card. I still play the Eternal Witness. This is just added in addition to that because it's such a good effect. And the card I actually took out for this was just the Mosswort Bridge. Again, that's kind of a win more once you already have 10 creatures on the field. You can get a card for free. But I went down from 36 land down to 35 and added the Timeless Witness. Other possible considerations for this could have been, Grief, which is the card that Thought Seizes your opponent on enter the battlefield, so you could get a double Thought Seize. But in multiplayer, I'm just not a big fan of hand removal because you still only get to remove 1 card from 2 people's hands, even if you double it with Yerok. And so I just don't think that's quite good enough. And then the blue evoke creature you can't double because it's only countering a spell, and so doubling it is not going to really help you. So Timeless Witness is really the only add-on for Yerok. Moving on to Atraxa. So what I did with Atraxa, biggest, just fun add-on for Atraxa is Karth the Lion. So he gives you a Planeswalker from the top 7 cards of your library when he ETBs, as well as whenever a Planeswalker you control dies. So this is really just made for a Planeswalker deck. The other, probably even better part is this bottom part here that says loyalty abilities get an extra +1 every time you activate them. So that way, anytime you play a Planeswalker ability, if it's a minus, it's 1, you still add on add 1 to it. So if it's a -2, it only becomes a -1. And if it's a +1, then it becomes a +2. So just a fantastic card for Planeswalkers there in Karth the Lion. I did just remove, for him, Toothy I removed out of the deck. I had that to partner with Pier, but I kept Pier in, but took Toothy out and replaced him with Karth the Lion. Also, again, loving Dam, so I'm adding that as a board wipe into the deck. This deck plays a lot of board wipes because, again, you're not playing a lot of creatures. You're mostly playing Planeswalkers, so board wipes are just fantastic. And this one is in Atraxa's colors. And so I took out Merciless Eviction, which, you know, again, in terms of an Orzhov board wipe, they're both versatile, but this one is, I like the versatility of the cheap casting cost for the spot removal. I want to try that out instead of the Merciless Eviction. Then the other thing I added, which is really sweet, is we did add the 5 old border foil fetch lands to this deck. I've already got Expeditions 1.0 and 2.0 in Kalia and Yerok, so this deck's in line to get these. And then we just took out the Secret Lair fetches of the same guys. We took those out. You know, again, I wish these would have been foil. These are really sweet cards, but we're going to remove those out and add in the old border fetches, which are going to look fantastic with our promo fetches of the original Onslaught fetches. So this is what our fetch suite looks like out of the Atraxa deck now. So pretty happy about that. And lastly, we have our Azusa. Again, I'm always a big fan of mono green. So let me just give you the quick rundown of what we changed for Azusa. First off, this is a fantastic card for mono green. This is the Urborg for forests. This is Yavimaya, the Cradle of Growth. So this makes all your lands a forest. So it's fantastic in Azusa. Make sure there are some cards in here that care about forests. This makes everything a forest. You can tap your fetch lands for mana without cracking them. You know, just a lot of good reasons to have this in there. And so all I did is I just took out a snow-covered forest and replaced it with Yavimaya. Then these are a couple cosmetic upgrades. Just added in Titania Protector of Argoth Old Border. Again, really happy about that because previously it was only available as a commander deck, non-foil. So you couldn't even get a foil Titania before. And now we not only upgraded it to foil, we upgraded it to Old Border. So that's the one upgrade. Then the second upgrade is that we went to Old Border on the Prismatic Vista, which again is just a really beautiful card. So we'll reallocate this foil one probably to my Omnath deck. And then the other thing, I did get another set of the fetches. I got the foil borderless fetches, and I was going to throw these into Azusa, but then realized you can only play 2 of them because she can only play the 2 green fetches, the Misty and the Verdant, and so I'd like to keep these 5 together as a set. So I'm probably just going to shoot all 5 of these guys over into my Omnath deck as well. But that's the the upgrade. Really excited about Modern Horizons 2. I'd say definitely best set for Commander in a long time, probably since the Commander Legends set, and maybe even better, especially when you consider all the old border treatments and foil upgrades that you can give to your existing cards and really pimp out the decks. And so that's what I really like to do, is make my decks shiny and old border and pimped out. So had a lot of fun with that. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you watching my upgrade video here to my EDH Commander decks from Modern Horizons 2. Thanks for watching.